Wow. From South Africa. Wow. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I want to welcome every one of you from different parts of the world that you are joining this meeting here tonight. But one of the things I'm promising you is that you are never going to be disappointed tonight. By the end of my meeting tonight, you will be so satisfied knowing what to do next and knowing what you should be doing right now, all the way from Amobia. I want to welcome every one of you here tonight. I'm here in Malaysia. I'm reaching out to every one of you around the nations of the world from Malaysia. And I want to let you know something. Malaysia is a beautiful country. We are actually right now at 3 a.m. in the morning. But because you are so special, that is why I have to deny my sleep to be here live tonight to talk with you. But one more time, can you all guys do me one favor? Can we go back to all our various groups and use the chat button? Let everybody know I'm already live online. Anyone who is going to miss my tonight encounter is actually going to miss a lot. I don't want anyone to miss everything I'm going to say tonight. Because tonight, I want to be taking us in a different dimension. I want to bring crypto with life. I want to bring crypto with life. Now, if you've been following me for the past 3 years, you will always remember that I said one thing. I always said one thing. And what is that one thing that I said? I say that I'm on a mission. And what mission am I in? And what mission am I in? Oh, I'm on a mission to raise righteous men. I'm on a mission to raise young men. I'm on a mission to raise youth around the nations of the world who God are going to rise through prosperity. Now, these ones are going to become a signboard to prove that truly God can bless you without you having to do anything wrong, without you having to engage in any illegal stuff, or without you having to bow to any deity in request or in exchange of blessings. And this is the reason why I'm out here to help at least 1 million youth to succeed in this dispensation through cryptocurrency. Now, I told you all from the beginning, I didn't start cryptocurrency because I love cryptocurrency. I knew about cryptocurrency as far back as 2010, but 2020, God spoke to me. God says to me, go start cryptocurrency. Go start cryptocurrency. And that is how I started, and that is how I was sent to most of you listening to me all over the nations of the world. If not that God sent me here, I believe I wouldn't have been hearing your voice. I believe I wouldn't have met you. I wouldn't have known you. And I believe you wouldn't have known me. And I'm not just trying to boast, but that becomes the truth. Thank God that He sent me, because I wonder if the Lord had not sent me. There are so many of you that no matter how much you could have done, there is no way you could have understood crypto up till now. There is no way you could have succeeded in crypto up till now. You see, that reminds me that before any man succeed in this life, you must look for that man that is sent for your life. Because every man, there is a man that is sent for you. Whether they're going to bring financial prosperity, whether they're going to bring help, whether they're going to bring direction, whether they're going to bring counseling, there is somebody sent for you out there around the nations of the world that is responsible for your next level in life. And I believe every one of you listening to me here tonight, the reason you are on this call, or the reason you may be listening to this video whenever you listen to it, is because it is destined that we must cross path. And I'm so glad that I cross path with every one of you that is on this Zoom tonight. And to so many people that is also not here tonight, I want to welcome everybody. So tonight, just like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be bringing crypto with life, because you must understand life is not all about making money. Life is not all about finding a place where you can make so much bucks that you have money to buy whatever you want, you have money to do whatever you need to do. Actually, that is not the definition of a successful life. A successful life is not the person who have money. A successful life is person who prospers in his health. A successful life is when someone prospers in his spirit, in his soul, and when someone prospers in his pocket. So if you only prosper in your pocket, but your health is not complete, and your soul is not complete, then you are not successful. You are simply still struggling. Whether it is money you have and you lack health and you lack your soul being prosperous. Now, if your soul is prosperous and your health is prosperous, of course, surely money will come. So if you only understand the aspect of money, you don't understand the aspect of your health prosperity, you don't understand the aspect of your soul prosperity, because every right mind attracts the right thing. You must understand this. Every right mind attracts the right thing. So if your soul is not prospering, if the right information is not on your soul, no matter how much you have, you can literally lose it. Now, we've seen people in the past who have so much money, but they later lost everything. We've seen people who have as much as $200 million, they still lose it. Now, if people have $2 million and they lose it, what about you? If, let's say, you have $500,000, it simply shows you can actually lose it. So now, how can you be able not just to be rich, but to maintain, hold on, guys, how could you actually be rich and to maintain steady prosperity? One, how could you maintain steady prosperity? How could you maintain steady prosperity? One, guys, I'm gonna be back in a jiffy. Just give me 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. There's something very urgent that I needed to attend to. So one, how are you going to survive? How are you going to make money and to return money? Number one, you must understand the principle of health and the principle of soul prosperity. There is no beauty in money without health. I repeat, there is no beauty in money without health. And there is no beauty in money without rest of mind, without a mind that is settled, without a mind that is happy, without a mind that is rich, without a mind that is prosperous. So when you understand that you need to have good health and you need to have a good mind and with a good heart to enjoy prosperity, you may make prosperity and still lose it. Understand that money is a spirit. And for money to come to you, it means you've engaged in spiritual things. See, let me tell you, the reason why I told most of you in the past, I say no matter what may be your case, even if it is a generational problem, that's the reason nobody succeeds in your family. If you can do the simple things I'm teaching you to do, no matter how generational issue you have, it will break. Why is it going to break? Because you are connected to somebody who is on a mission with the Lord. Please, this year, as I began this year, the Lord told me something. He said something. He said, JBKING, he said, this year, 2024, everybody you ever do business with, those who subscribes to you, those who partake in your information, he said, every one of them will be profitable. The Lord told me this year, he said, this is going to be the year I am going to confirm the stuff you've been saying all this while. He said, this is going to be the year. There's a word I normally use. He said, I'm going to make you, this is going to be the year I'm going to make you relevant. He said, this year I'm going to make you relevant. That's what the Lord told me. He said, everyone, and it is the same the Lord who told me 3 years ago, or 4 years ago, going to 4 years now, to go and start crypto. Told me the same thing. He said, this is going to be the year. He said, every one of them will be profitable. And he says something striking to me. He says, and that is how they will talk about you. He said, many are going to talk about you. He said, I'm going to make you relevant. Now, I don't know how it's going to happen, but that's what he says. But now, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this is because money is actually going to come. I am very confident of it. Money is actually going to come. Most of you that is listening to me today may want nothing, but believe me, by this same time again, you will what it means to be rich. You will whatever you need to change your family name. Most of you listening to me today, 1 year from today, you will be so rich that nobody can understand how sudden wealth come to you. It's going to happen. Believe what I'm telling you. It's going to happen. But now, this is what I want to begin to make you understand. Never forget, I'm a man on a mission with a vision. My main purpose is not to create men who are going to be rich and unprofitable. I'm not going to raise men who are going to only be rich but very unprofitable to the Lord. Or they are just rich and nothing else. They don't have wisdom. They don't have ideas. That they lack directions. They don't know what to do even with the money. And the only thing they know how to do is the same mistake that their parents made, is the same mistake they're going to make. Are you not aware there are people, when they make money, they're going to make the same mistake their parents make? Maybe the first mistake their parents made is that when they made their first money, they build their first house, they buy their first car, and they invest nothing out of what they made. And that is the reason why they go broke, even when they were once rich, but now they're broke. Now, some of you, if you didn't understand the things that I'm saying tonight, you are going to make that same mistake. Don't think your father or your mother were not too wise and smart and planned themselves. Most of them did, but they failed. Why did they fail? This is the same mistake I don't want you to repeat again. And that's why I'm coming with solution. That's why I'm coming with solution. So if you make just the money and you don't understand principles, you don't understand a life guide, you are not well guided, you are not well directed, you will still lose the money. I've made 1 million, I couldn't know exactly, but over $1 million at the age of 26. I lost the whole money. I planned well as a young man. In fact, I was the youngest rich guy in my community, in my town as a whole. At my age, nobody had that such money at that time. As far back as 2015, how many years from today? About more than 8 years or 9 years now. Did you get that? Why? I wasn't directed. I wasn't guided. Though I was a man who loved the Lord, though I was a man who gave attention and dedication to the things of God, but it didn't save me because I was not guided. Nobody taught me the principle. Nobody showed me how you could secure money. Nobody showed me how I have to have the money and make sure it doesn't finish in my hand. Nobody directed me. So I was just a young guy whom the Lord loved and blessed, but I don't know the meaning of the blessing that I had. So you that have never made money before, you're still going to see that kind of money that I'm talking about this year. But when it gets into your hands, what are you going to do with it? Some of you, if I ask you right now, what is your vision for 2024? You had none. Some of you had plans in your head. That is not a plan. Any plan in your head is a waste. Some of you had a plans. If I ask you, show me, where did you write down your vision? 99% of you here did not write it down. No, you didn't. You didn't write anything down. So how can you become responsible when you don't have any written vision? Even God says, write down the vision. Make it plain so that he that readeth it will run with it. So God wants you to write down your vision so that you can always read it to run with what you read. How did you become brilliant when you go to school? Is it not when you read your book? Is it not the book you look into that makes you brilliant? You come to the exam, you have the highest score because you studied that book, you looked into that book, you read what was written in that book. Is it not so? Even God told Joshua, he said, Joshua, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy eyes. He said, thou shalt meditate therein day and night. What did Joshua did? Joshua only simply has to go to study that and look into that and meditate what that is says. Keep it in his consciousness. And God says, you will prosper all your life by just meditating on this book. Is that not what 1 Corinthians says, Second Corinthians 3, verse number 18? Is that not what it says? He said, we don't look at the things that we can see. No, 2 Corinthians 4:18. We don't look at the things that we can see, but the things that we cannot see. What are the things you cannot see? That vision you write down, you had it in your heart. You didn't see it physically, but you have that thing in your heart. You write it down. You can't see it. Sometimes you don't know where the resources to fulfill these visions are going to come out. That is what you don't look at. You don't look at that limitation. Where is the money going to come? How am I going to fulfill this vision? No, that's the things you can see. So Apostle Paul says we don't look at it, but we look at the things which we cannot see. What are the things we cannot see? The visions in our heart that we've written down on the paper. These are the things we cannot see, even though we've written them down, but we don't know how they are going to come to pass. He said, but these are the things that are going to be internal. Then in the same 2 Corinthians 3, verse number 18, he said, as you look into the mirror, as you look into the word. So if by looking into the word of God, you are changed by the word. If you are a Muslim, if by looking into the Quran, you are changed by it. As a student, if by looking into your studies, you are changed and configured to become an engineer because of the book you look into, what are you doing? You got to write down your visions and start looking at it so you can become like your You got to write down your vision. You have to write it on a paper. It has to be a written word. It has to be a written word. It has to be a written word. You have to write it down. As you write it down, you look at it every day, every minute, every moment. You profess it. You say what you want to become. When money comes, you won't change direction. When money comes, you will move in the direction of your word. When money comes, you will do the things you said you would do. Please, if you're understanding what I'm sharing with you, please make use of the chat button. No, you cannot make money today and lose it tomorrow. No, now. It has happened to a lot of people. It won't happen to you. Why would it happen to you? Why would you make money? Why would you be rich in 2024? And in 2025, you are broke. Where is that devil coming from? Where is that devil coming from? If you can hear me, please make use of the chat button. Let me know you can hear me. Now, I have wonderful information I want to share with you tonight. So if you leave on time, you miss the information. This is what I'm sharing with you. I'm just led by the Spirit to share this little secret with you as I begin to share with you the real crypto information I want to share with you. So don't just become somebody who will come and make money, or you are following JB King because you want to make money. You will lose it. Oh, you need to know principles. You need to know how these things work. You need to know what makes the rich stay rich. You need to know what makes a rich man become broke. When you know what makes them become broke, you avoid it. When you know what makes the rich to stay rich, you practice it. And when you practice it, you stay rich. You stay rich. So 2024, you are not going to make money and become broke again. No, that's not my calling. That's not what I'm sent to do. What I'm sent to do is to raise millionaires. These are not millionaires that are going to be millionaires today and and they're not millionaires tomorrow. No, these are men who are going to become relevant. These are men who are going to become known. These are men who their voices will be heard. These are men and women who will rule their world. These are men and women who will take over. You are called to change your generation. As long as you met me, that is your calling. You are called to change your generation. That's what I'm called for. So when you met me, you contact the same fire. When you met me, you contact the same fire. You contact the same fire. Most of you, you are about to do what nobody has done in your village. You are about to do nobody has ever done it in your generation. God told me. In fact, I have said it to my father. I say the money nobody has made in this since the generation of the existence of my family. The money nobody has made. In fact, the money all of you had made since the existence of my family. The money all of you had made put together. I say to him, I'm going to have it in one day. All the money my whole generation had made, I said I'm going to have it in one day. Do I know how it's going to happen? Okay, you may think it's because of Buron. No, my hope is not there. No, that's not where my hope is. My hope is in the Lord, who can cause the impossible to be possible. My hope is in the Lord, who can turn little things to become mighty things. My hope is in the Lord, who can just simply direct a man in my life that will say something that will transform my destiny. My hope is in the Lord, who is able to make it to come to pass. Not in the bull run. No, not in the crypto. No, the crypto is just the business that I do. But where is my hope of this things I'm telling you? Is in the Lord. Are you not aware there are people that will be on that day on the bull run? A market will pump 100,000% and are sleeping. By the time they wake up, the market has dumped. Are you not aware? So how can now crypto become that hope? It's impossible. It is in the Lord, who will wake you up at such time, who will direct your feet and make you not to miss at that moment, who will not keep you, who will help you not to be busy at the time of your blessing, who will not make you to become absent at the time of your blessing. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. None of you will be absent in the day of your blessing. You see, it has happened to many people. In the day of their blessing, they were nowhere to be found. It will not happen to you. That's why you are here. It will not happen to you. It will not happen to you. You won't miss your blessings. God will not direct you where your blessing is and you end up missing it. No, no. How can that happen? How can that happen? It won't happen. It won't happen. It won't happen. It won't happen. So I think I have to move into giving you some information. Maybe another meeting we have, I share more words with you. You know, this is who I am. It is the part of me most of you have not known. The only thing most of you know about me is cryptocurrency. JBKING gives us calls and we buy those things. No, 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 that's not all I have. That is just number one. I'm coming. This year, I'm going to begin to unveil me to you. I'm going to begin to unveil my real me to you, because this is the only way we can flow together. This is the only way we can move from where we are going to, where we are now, or where God is going to bring us to the next place that God is taking us to. I want you to always remember something. As all we gather here, the only thing that is going to separate us realtor is how much money we made. If you made $1 million, you have the opportunity to roll with men that has millions of dollars, 100 million, 50 million. But at the point of time, if you lose that $1 million and now you only worth $10,000, you can't easily be among those people who made those millions of dollars, because you can't engage in the level of business they're doing now. If they have a business that can entirely change everybody's life and everybody need to put $1 million to make this business change their life, you can't attend that level anymore because you've lost your place. So I don't want that to happen to anyone. I want us to, as we are here in our days of small beginning, when every of us know each other, we all know how we started. I want we come to a day, I will be saying, look at this, my friend. He was not even in any of my paid group because he didn't have money. But one coin he bought, today he's a millionaire. And look at what he has. Look at that. Is when you understand. I was watching on a movie on a Instagram the other day. I saw a guy. The guy that was selling one watch in Dubai. And they said to the guy, what can someone do to get your attention? He said, nothing actually, but actually, if you get my attention and I have to sit down to talk with you, number one qualification is that you must make sure you've made over $450,000 in 1 year. If you haven't made that kind of money in 1 year, I had no discussion with you. Was that a pride? No, it's not a pride. That's a standard. That's a standard. There was a time he couldn't talk that way. There was a time he would relate with people who have 100. But time and season have changed. At that moment, it will be an error for him to be doing what he was not supposed to be doing at that time. Now, does that mean he don't sit down to talk with people who don't have money? No. But he's talking about, when you want to come and sit to talk about business with him, that means you've made this amount of money so that when there is business idea that is being shared, you can partake. Let me tell you, one of the things rich guys don't like, they share information with you, you don't do that. No. If you do it around men who are rich, they easily ignore you. One of the things they love is that they're sharing those information with you, and you, a guy who sees this opportunity, is also investing. Because when you are investing, that shows you are up to tax. But now, guess what? Now, in fact, I even discovered it in crypto space. There are some of the mentors, once they see that you don't always bring out money, they don't always call you. You don't always have a communication with them. But there are some of them, even once you are bringing, at least they give you attention. But there are some of them, you cannot be around them without patronizing every project they show you. If they show you this project, you at least, even if you are not going to buy, you must buy something. Because that gives them the zeal to give it to you tomorrow. If they give you the first project you didn't buy, the thing don't pump, they say, have you cashed out? You say you didn't buy. Second one, you didn't buy. Third one, you didn't buy. Fourth one, do you think it will continue? It will stop. It will stop. That communication stops immediately because you are not responding. So how do you respond? Do you respond with empty pocket? No, you respond with money. Now, does it mean it is that money that he wants? He didn't even want the money. You are the one who is spending the money. You are the one who is using the money to buy what you want, who is buying what is going to bless you. Are you getting this? So now, let me share with you some few things in what we have. Now, we saw what happened. We saw what happened today. We saw what happened today. How Bitcoin sharply dropped from 45,000 straight up down to 40,000 and recover. Now, how many of you remembered what I told you initially? I said, buy up with 40% of your capital and keep 60% because market may still what? Dump. And I told you that we are going to only wait, only when market did not. No, I said we are going to wait until 10th of January to get the exact movement of cryptocurrency. Now, most of you that is in my private group, I posted something. I think I posted, I share it with everybody. Now, Bitcoin ETF is going to be denied. Now, if you remember, I told you this last year. I said, these guys want people to pull in their money to buy crypto, hoping that this thing is going to be approved. In the sense to trap their money so that they can dump it on their money. Remember what they did? They have collected all the money from everybody who short. They have stolen money. They didn't steal money. It's crypto. That's the game. So they have made profit, a lot of profit from people who short by putting money in the market to cause the market to keep on going high. Now, the market is at the peak where everybody is expecting something to happen on Bitcoin by few days from today, exactly 6 days from today. What did they do? They start releasing rumor as though that is not what they want to do from beginning. But you know, there is this thing about human being that whenever a human see the market pumping and everything continue to pump and 1 month that thing is still pumping, it is very difficult for them to doubt that this thing is going to come down. Never forget, if Bitcoin has hit 69,000 and still dropped down to 15,000, moving from 40,000 to 10 to 12,000 is not a big deal. Never forget that. If Bitcoin in 2021 earlier was 69,000 and 2022 Bitcoin was around 15,000, 17,000, it can still happen again. It can still happen again. We only have 3 months before the Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving is happening on April. Look at it here. Look at how many days left. Now, why is everybody talking about Bitcoin halving? Because Bitcoin halving was the first thing I started shouting about. This was the reason why we are all doing crypto. This is the reason why we are all doing crypto. So that we can experience. Where is my home? So that we can experience what? So that we can experience bull run. Because most of us saw bull run happen on 2021. And we saw people made a lot of money. In fact, I saw people, not we, me. The thing happened before my eyes. Every crypto guy you are seeing today that is burning so high in Nigeria are people who made money in 2021, 2021 Bitcoin halving. Can I shock you? Most of those guys are going to make hundreds of millions of dollars in this coming bull run. Most of them. And why are they going to make that much profit? They are going to make that much profit because they understand it. They understand it. They understand that this is the last opportunity for anyone who wants to be rich in crypto to be made rich. If you miss it now, let me announce this again to you. This is going to be the highest bull run we ever see in crypto space. This is going to be the highest bull run, highest and the highest, and if not the last highest bull run we are going to see in crypto space. In fact, okay, let me put disclaimer, but let me now tell you, this is not a financial advice, but this is what I know. This is going to be the last highest bull run in crypto space. You don't understand? Let me break it down. It means after the 2024 bull run in crypto space that is going to cross early 2025 before everything will start tanking. we are not going to experience again in cryptocurrency such a massive pump that we are going to see in this year again in crypto space again. Are we going to have bull run again in crypto space? Yes, 2027, 2028. Is it going to be more better than 2024? It's not going to come anything close to 2024. It's like you don't understand. Let me come down. If Bitcoin in 2024 get to 150,000, for instance, it has done well because it moved from 20-something thousand to 150,000, right? How many, for somebody who bought Bitcoin at 69,000, how many percent? He hardly make less than 100% of his money. Hardly make less than 100% of his money. If Bitcoin now dump, after the dump, maybe around 100K, 9K or 69K, the last dump is going to do maybe for the after go run. Now, and Bitcoin pumped again to 300,000. What has happened? Only 100%. Bitcoin did in bull run 100%. And that is what is going to happen to most of these coins that are going to pump today. Most of these coins that are going to pump in this coming bull run, this is what's going to happen to them. Most of them in the next bull run may be doing 100,000 or 100%. Most of them will be doing only 10,000%. You will not see crazy gain like 350,000%, 400,000%, 500,000%, 1 million%. You can't see it again. This is your last opportunity. After this, crypto is going to enter into forest level. You know how Forex is. It doesn't give the kind of money it used to give before. It still gives the kind of money it used to give if you have big money, but the kind of how people made easy money from Forex around 2011, 12, down to 2016, it is not the same story again. Since 2017 till now, it was no more the same story. Up to date, is no more the same story. That's the thing that is going to happen in the crypto space. Why? Because this Bitcoin ETF that everybody is praying to happen is actually a way to bring a total control over cryptocurrency. This is a way that these rich men who are fighting for this ETF trading, their own fighting for ETF trading is not about ETF. It's to bring in control into cryptocurrency. It's to take over the system so that they can easily bring control. They can't bring control right now because they are not totally in charge of the whole thing. But they have went and first of all buy the minings, buy all the best of the minings. After they have finished buying the best of the minings, now they want to take over the game itself. And by the time they take it over, after this coming bull run, they are going to regulate everything. And by the time they finish regulating everything, it will not be as usual. That is why you have this last opportunity to make it right. Crypto traders, hear me. The only thing you own yourself right now is to make sure you have the right coins that are going to pump massively in the bull run in your portfolio. That is the only thing you have to do for yourself. You may try to engage in daily trade, but I advise you use your spare money. The most important thing, okay, let's say you do your daily trade. How much are you going to make? If you lose the money, that's worse. But if you make some money, good to buy more coin, right? But what is the most safest thing? And what is the most important thing? Make sure that that coin that is going to turn your $100 into $200,000 is in your portfolio. Make sure that that coin that is going to turn $50 into $100,000 is in your portfolio. Make sure that that coin that is going to turn $10 into $5,000 is in your portfolio. Make sure that that coin that is going to turn $1,000 into $1 million is in your portfolio. Make sure. Because market is still going to dump. 2 days ago, we had the information that market is going to dump before 4th. Though they say before, but it happened on 4th. I didn't share that information with you because I was too busy since the beginning of this year. So busy that most times I come back to my house around 12, 1 midnight in the night, and I have to refresh myself a few hours later to be on this meeting. There is no coin that is going to do well in this coming crypto 2024. I am not saying all the coin, but majority of the top pick that is not with me. There is none. Even the ones that are going to come out, they are all going to be with me. So let me tell you, in this crypto bull run, this crypto bull run, there is no single coin that is going to do well that I don't know, I don't have. Did I buy all of them? Of course, no. I didn't buy all of them. Did I share with you all of them? Of course, there's no way I can share all of them with you. Do you want to go crazy? Do you know how this information comes? Somebody that receives information on a daily basis. Do you know what it means? From different groups, not one, not two, not three, not seven. Information every day. That's why I need a team of workers, which is going to start this year. If I give you the kind of information I have, you will go and borrow in the bank. You know why? Because you finish all the money you have and still go and borrow to buy more. Do you understand? I have all the information. That is the greatest thing that the Lord has done for me. And that is also the proof that the Lord sent me to do this. He channeled me and connected me with men that has the right answers for crypto success in the tips of their hands. He connected me with men that knows the right cryptos. In fact, these are not the men who are believing bull like most of us are here that is here. These are men who have been in crypto for decades. These are men who experienced 2015 bull run. These are men who experienced 2020 bull runs. And these are the men who are about to experience the bull run for the third time. It's not their first, it's their third time. So you can understand the wealth of information that we are connected to. Now, God gathered the years that I missed out and bring people who have all the full detailed information and connected me with them. Can I tell you, if it is easy, you go and find them. If it is easy, go and find them. Go and find them. Of course, there are so many crypto mentors that are allowed in the internet. That's not what I'm talking now. Go and recharge. After you recharge, you understand now. You understand whether you are going to receive the kind of things I used to give you. No, you can't. Go and recharge. You will find that you can never receive the kind of things I give you. Why? Because I get from where they get from. Did you understand it now? There are crypto mentors online that you pay more high to join their group. Yet all the information they're going to give you, I have it. That's why I tell most of you, if God did not send me here, most of you will not know how to do crypto. And there are most crypto mentors out there. No matter how informed they are, some of them are too high. They will not have your time to calm down, talk to you the way I talk to you, explain the way I explain to you, give you attention the way I give to you. No, many of them will not do that. Give you access, you can talk to them, you can chat them, you can ask. It's not most of them. No. Now, it's not their fault. No, you can't blame them. After this year crypto bull run, we will not, this kind of quality time will reduce. Of course, you should know that I should get more busy with my life. Of course, you should know that. Now, the people who are going to be always there relevant are not going to be people who move to the next level with me. These are people who are going to be in the new environment that I am, who are going to be experiencing the new thing we are doing right now, because it's not all about crypto. After crypto, there are other things that are going to come up. Crypto is for us to make the capital for us to start what we need to do. Did you understand that? Because there are many things. We have not started with the vision that the Lord gave me. What we are doing is that Lord sent us to where we're going to get the money first to start. Did you understand it now? Did you understand it now? Yes. Yes, I believe you do. So make sure you have it in your portfolio. I've given some free coins here on the group. Most of those coins are top-notch information, but most of you don't know because you didn't pay for it. Those in my paid group, I'm going to have meetings with those in my paid group probably from next week, so that I make sure that each of every one of them are well positioned. I will go back and have meeting with those in my paid group from next week. This week I'm busy with we have prayer and fasting, so I wouldn't or maybe by Friday. Let me look. I don't know Friday. Okay, let's look at Friday. Let's see Friday or tomorrow. In fact, because next week again I'm going back on fasting. So by Friday or Thursday being tomorrow, I need to have meetings with those on my paid group to be sure that each of every one of them is well positioned. Even if you have not bought the coin, at least to be sure that you know what to buy, so that when you have money, you know what to buy. That is why I'm telling every one of you, make sure you are in my paid groups. I've given every most of information for free, of course, but there are things you need to know. That's why you pay. Everyone who have ever researched to pay for my group will tell you one thing. They now know the reason why I always say, if you don't pay for information, you will not pay attention to it. Why? Because they've literally seen me. The same thing I gave to them, I've given freely to you. But guess what? They made money. Most of you don't make money. Why? Because you did not pay for it. So you think it's a free information, so it doesn't have value. Yes, now, that's how it is. So when you pay attention. And it has happened to me personally. That's why I don't like free things anymore. I like things I paid for. Because when I paid for them, I put value on them. So when you pay for something, you put value on them. So now we have between January, February, March. Anything you don't position from now till March, you've missed it. If what $100 can buy for you, if $100 can buy for you a certain coin, 20,000 pieces, and if that coin is going to hit $5, you are going to make 100,000 with that $100. If you didn't position your well to buy now, I wish some of you bought. I wish some of you do set order, because I did dollar cost per average. So most of my dollar cost per average got filled at this dump happened. That is the reason I always ask you, put your money and do your dollar cost per average, so that when there is a sudden dip like this, bam, all your orders will be filled. By the time you wake up, you are in profit. All the market is big for me. I'm not in profit in all of them, because it has recovered. Will it still dump? Of course, yes, it will. Is it now? I can't tell you, but it will still happen. Let's wait on 10th, because we expect by 10th, if they deny Bitcoin, this thing, market is going to still drop more. Right now, you could see the fear level of the market. You could see the fear, you could see the greed level of the market is still on a very high place. People will now start anticipating, because of this fall, people will now start saying, look at it. It's still 74. It's still high. Because people will now start anticipating, Bitcoin is going to go up, especially the recovery that's going to happen. People are going to now trust that the market is going to, and they're going to do what? Kind of go start putting in their money. Greedy level is going to increase. People are going to be putting their money, say, and guess what is going to happen next? It's going to tank. The fear is going to increase. So for you, if you have bought coin that you are holding for the bull run. Now, this is especially for those of you in my paid group. You bought coin in my paid group that you are holding for bull run. Please hear me. If you didn't take profit earlier, there's no need of taking any profit again. Hold it. Even if you come, you see the market dumped 50%, 80%, hold your coin. Nothing will happen. Guess what? Because it is going to recover quickly, because the D-Day is around the corner. What you should be doing is that if the market tank more, it becomes an opportunity for you to increase your portfolio with as little as $10, as little as $20, as little as $30, to increase those cryptos you bought with $200, $500, $1,000. You can use extra $100, $50 to top up. That's what you do when the market tank. Don't sell the position you have. Hold it. Hear this. Most of meme coins are going to die. But what I want to begin to now, tonight I want to begin to inquire which of those meme coins that are not going to survive. If I get to know some of them, I'm going to call it off for free for everyone. If you are holding them, what do? You sell them. When you sell them, what are you going to do when you are in profit with them? Now you look for a good price to sell them. Just don't sell them. Look for a good price. Prevention, they pumped before they start dying. If they do that pumping, you sell them. When you sell them, you can now use their money, even though you know you lose on them. You didn't correct all your money back. That's why you need to be in my paid group. Now, there are coins you can now put them back into. When you put those money back into those coins, now it's not only going to recover the money you put in that coin that you have lost some part of it. It is now going to give you such gain that those coins are not going to give you, because they didn't work now, right? They didn't work, right? So that gain they didn't even give you. These other coins are going to now replace that gain and even the money you've lost that you bought before. These are what these coins are going to do for you. That's why you need to be. In fact, let me tell you, the middle class, for those that are middle class, you should be in my $500 group, VIP group. That's for middle class. For those people who have real money, you have $10,000 to buy this crypto, you need to be in my $2,000 group. Because there's a cryptos you won't buy in my $500 group that is only for $2,000 group. And some of those cryptos, you need to know them. There are some cryptos that is going to do hundreds of thousands of dollars. You need to know those cryptos. Somebody who have $10,000 can buy this kind of cryptos. You can't afford the $2,000 group, you go to my $500 group. You can't afford my $500 group, remain in $50 group. At least that you can't afford my $500 group shows that you don't even have up to $500. That means you can stay in my $50 group, but that my $50 group, you can only buy few coins. You can't buy more coins. You can only buy few coins because you only have little money. But my $500 group gives you access to buy multiple coins. In fact, it gives you access of so many coins. You are now the one to choose. Okay, I have $200 to buy a coin, and I have 20 coins here, and I can see their buy and sell price. Let me do the math and see which one is more profitable and go with those ones that are more profitable. Never fall in love with any coin in this coming bull run. Please don't love any coin, no matter how cherishable the coin is. Don't love any coin, no. Everything that pump will go down, no. Don't love any coin. Only love their profit. Only love their profit. Don't fall in love. Whenever you hear that saying, I sell off a coin, just sell, take your money, but don't fall in love. Whatever they're doing does not concern you again. Don't fall in love with any coin, because you might fall in love with a coin, and if there's a bad news on that coin, you refuse to sell, you lose your money. Even the ones you have, you lose. So don't fall in love with any coin in this bull run. Make sure you have the right crypto that are going to pump in 2024 in your portfolio. And the best way to make sure that you don't miss out is be in my groups. If you're not in $50 groups, where you can be able to buy at least the one you can with the level you are, the level of money you have, which I know after the bull run you are going to come up. Now you can be in my $500 group where you have access to buy various coins. In fact, you have access to make choices. Now, or you can be in my $2,000 group where you have my direct mentorship. In other words, where I send you information direct on your phone. So it's not that when you are not in group, and they send so many information, you come back 3 days later, you didn't see what happened there. No, this one comes direct on your phone. So even if you are not online for the next 1 month, when you come online, you open your phone, you see whatever that has happened in the past that you've missed. Most important information for your level. So not all the information, but the most one for your level. Is everybody hearing what I'm saying? Is everybody hearing what I'm saying? So now you still have an opportunity now to be in $50 group and to be in my $500 group or to be in my $2,000 group. So that prevention, the market is going to dump more. You will use the opportunity to buy all the right coins and you wait for what is about to happen. As I'm talking to you, there is a coin that is going to do 350,000%. Chinese New Year is next month. And that Chinese New Year is going to come next month. A coin is going to pump massively. It is only those on my $500 group, $2,000 group that is going to have access to that coin. No, if you're in my $100 group and you're expecting that coin, that means you have money. You're not supposed to be there. Yeah, that's what it means now. You have money, you're not supposed to be here because why are you asking me the coin? Have you bought the one I sent to you? If I bought the one I sent to you, so that means you're not supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be there. A coin is going to pump massively. And I don't want you to miss it. I don't want you to miss it. It's a Chinese token. It's a Chinese token. It's a Chinese token. It's a Chinese token. It's going to be listed on Bitmart very, very soon. Where do you get the coin? So make sure those of my paid groups, you are going to be getting the information later once this meeting is over. I'm going to be posting the information with you. So you can be able to go and position yourself immediately. You can be able to go and position yourself immediately. See, once you miss out, the opportunity, they return back. Once you miss out, the opportunity, they return back. See, their information. I saw somebody saying something about the ROB. Yeah. You see, did you now see the reason why you don't buy one crypto? Imagine when somebody buy that crypto and that's the only crypto he's hoping. Imagine what's going to happen to the person. But I only saw it from one person. I haven't really. The DRB that is in my wallet actually pumped now. It dumped, but it pumped. It pumped back. It repumped and recovered a bit. So I'm going to inquire about it to confirm that information. If that coin is not going to work, what am I going to do? I wait for it to pump a bit, then sell off. I use the money and buy a replacement coin that's going to replace whatever I lost in it. So, but I'm going to confirm that information. So every one of you, everyone here, if you're interested in joining any of my group, just private chat me. I will send my number here, just private chat me. Please, private chat me only when you are interested in joining my groups, okay? Now, every questions you want to ask, just ask in our group. Ask in our group. Every questions you want to ask in our group. So my number is 6011-270-49641. That is my number for those people who want to contact me to join any of my paid groups. +6011-270-49641. 49641. 641. So you can have access to my paid group. Now, apart from my paid group, I do give free information all the time, which most of the free information I give to you, let me show you. How many of you, I give you guys this free information, GOFX, is it? I give you this free information on our last meeting. How many of you buy that coin? That coin did mighty. How many of you bought it? I give you guys this coin. Did you buy it? What is the name of that coin again? Can somebody write the name of the coins I gave you in my last meeting? This one also, we bought it cheaper and it pumped and we cashed out, you know. So how many of you remember the coin we bought last week on our meeting last week? It's 2 coin, right? It's 2 coin. And the second one that I gave you, okay, I didn't give you guys. I only give it to few people. Those few people I gave that coin. After I gave it to them, it pumped how much? 38% immediately. Within less than 5 to 7 hours, it pumped at 8%. That means, imagine somebody who put $1,000 could have just cashed out $380, $380,000. When we are going to start trading, it's going to be hot too. It's going to be hot too. It's going to be hot too. So if you are interested in recharging to any of my group, please make sure you WhatsApp me on +6011 207 49641. That's my WhatsApp number. Thank you, everyone. I hope that you find this video interesting. Thank you.